Hey, it's Jeff back here at the nursery again. This will be a little bit of a short video, but we're going to mention and talk about houseplants today. I'm at the nursery, like I said, but right now we're right in the middle of our big 21st annual extravaganza sale, which we do the first 2 weekends of March and the first 2 weekends in October. We're in our 21st year here in South Florida at the nursery holding this big plant sale. So today, like I said, we're going to talk about houseplants. This is a group of plants that pretty much everybody can relate to. You can usually find these groups of plants everywhere in the nurseries, all over the country. So it's not a hard group of plants to find. They're usually real reasonable in price and affordable to pretty much everybody. So first thing we're going to look at is the beautiful Anthurium. There's many cultivars on this. They come in an array of colors, from reds to peach to pinks to green and whites to different shades of reds, different shades of oranges, different shades of pinks, all kinds. This is basically full grown. This blooms pretty heavy this time of the year. This is October, and this will do really well in a nice bright lit room near a big window. And this is full grown. This plant here I'm holding is approximately 18 inches, 12 to 18 inches. So it's not a big plant. It's in a 6-inch pot. These plants like to be in a well-drained soil. And usually when you buy these plants from the nursery, they're going to already be in a very good quality or well-drained soil, and you don't have to really do anything to the soil. Just a slow release fertilizer a couple times a year, and you'll be good to go. Another one here, one of my favorites, this is a big group. This is Dieffenbachia, and this particular species or variety actually is Dieffenbachia Camouflage. And it's got a beautiful pattern or colors on the leaf that really stand out. This is Dieffenbachia. These normally get a trunk about this big, maybe a little bigger, depending on the species. You'll usually see them anywhere from a foot tall to maybe 4 feet in height, and possibly could get even bigger in an apartment after a long time, stretching and meandering up into the ceiling. I've seen them with in low light conditions. So that's Dieffenbachia. Then you have a big group of plants. These are called Calatheas or Calatheas. These come in many different colors, leaf shapes. They vary a little bit in the height, but they're generally a small group of plants. They typically will be anywhere from about a foot tall. This one's almost a foot tall, and they get maybe 3 to 4 feet, especially if they're planted in the garden in a tropical part of the country, like here in South Florida. Some of these will stay 12 to 15 inches all their life. A lot of them will have a really pretty colorful flower. These right now are not blooming at the moment, but they will get a little bit of a nice flower, which is an added plus. Over here, one of my favorites, this is Alocasia. This is the variegated one, which has the white coloring in the leaf. This is right now a very hot plant to find on some of the eBay and things like that. They command a lot of money, but sometimes you can find these locally at a retail nursery and pick them up reasonably cheap. So this is Alocasia or variegated Alocasia. A lot of people are into the variegated plants. Over here, another good group of plants for indoors or interior are Aglaonemas, Chinese evergreen. Over the last several years, there's been a lot of varieties that have been coming out of Thailand, Indonesia. Some of them have beautiful colors in them. They're going to have these pinks and greens or reds and greens, and just are absolutely beautiful. Will add some nice little color in the corner of your room. Again, they're going to like some bright light coming in from outside to keep these more compact. They like it low on the water, keep them on the dry side. So this is Aglaonema. Here's another variety. If you like this white or creamy white and green, this has a beautiful striking leaf. This is a good seller at the nursery. I'm not sure if this even has a cultivar or variety name to it. I found this in Thailand probably over 20 years ago, and now I produce it, and You can see here how healthy it is in our rainy weather here in South Florida. It's putting out aerial roots, and would love to get stepped up into even a bigger pot. Again, this is a 6-inch pot or a 1 gallon, but sitting in the corner of your apartment with some other things around it, this would look absolutely beautiful. And lastly, but not least, we have the very famous Ficus lyrata. This has become a very popular plant now, especially here in South Florida. You're starting to see them, and they're showing up in all the hotels, restaurants, things like that. They do great inside. They do get a good aggressive root system in the pot. You can see all these roots. This is a little dry right now. This is in a 7-gallon or 14-inch across pot. This plant is a good 6 foot tall, but does absolutely beautiful in low light interior situations. Very full. If you're pinching the tips back, which this has already been, it's going to create more heads and grow and become much fuller. So this is Ficus lyrata. That'll do it today. We're going to wrap it up. I got to get out there. I'm in my seed house. Again, please subscribe to my channel. I'm Searle, and I look forward to making some more videos real soon. Thank you.